Hello guys, you're welcome back to Photographics Academy. Alright, so we are looking at something very interesting. Because of public demand, we just want to put you through one or two shortcuts that we use regularly for our workflow that I think you can equally inculcate into your own workflow, and it's going to help you improve your work. So without too much talk, let's get straight into business. The first shortcut I want to show you is zoom. How to zoom in your image and zoom out. Very quick one. So I use three shortcuts basically. So I'm going to be showing you the three of them. The first one I do is I hold my alternate and scroll my mouse. If you are using a mouse, of course this wouldn't work if you are not using a mouse. So if you are using a mouse, just hold your alternate and scroll the scroll key on your mouse. It's going to scroll in and scroll out. That is going to zoom in and zoom out. The second thing is to just hold your Z key and open it up like this. So I clicked and drag to the right to zoom in, drag to the left to zoom out, drag to the right to zoom in, drag to the left. Remember holding your Z down. The reason you need to hold your Z down, another shortcut, is that whenever you hold any tool shortcuts down, after using the tool, if you release it, it goes back to the previous one you were using. Let's say you were editing and you quickly need to fix up a patch, a blemish on the image. So what you just do is you hold your, let's go back to brush, something like this so I can show you. Just hold your J down and do what you want to do, like this, something like that. When you release your J, it goes back to the previous tool you were using, which is brush. So that's another one you can use. The third one I use for my zooming in is that I hold my control and I hold my space bar. If you hold your control and space bar, it turns on the zoom mode as well. And when you release it, it goes back to your previous tool, which is brush. That was where I was. Now the second thing we are looking at is brush. Now let me go to a different tool so you can see it. The second thing I'm looking at is brush. The shortcut for brush, just like the name implies, is B. Just press B on your keyboard and it quickly goes into brush. This one is a free tip. You can hold your shift and click on any, because most of the tools comes in groups. So you can hold your shift and click on the shortcut. It switches all the tools inside the group. It switches into all the tools inside the group just by holding your shift and pressing the shortcut. It switches just from each tool inside the group, just like this group, the way it is. So instead of coming in to be picking them one by one, just hold your shift and click on B. It will be switching. The same thing with every other shortcut that you know. So the next one we are looking at is to increase brush size and hardness, the softness and all of that. You need to understand that to be able to do that, most of the times you have to use your open bracket or your close bracket. To be able to use your open bracket and your close bracket, it's quite long. In the process, you may not want to do it. So the quickest shortcut you can use or apply is just to hold your alternate. When you hold your alternate, right click on your mouse. Majorly, I'm using a mouse, that's why I'm always calling a mouse. Right click on your mouse, drag it to the right, it increases. Drag it to the left, it decreases. Take it up, it reduces the softness. Take it down like this, it increases the hardness. Very effective like this. Open up, close up, take it up, take it down, those kind of stuff. Now the next thing we're going to be looking at is to change the flow. So let's say that our flow is somewhere around 100 and you do not want to go up here to do the changes. You can just quickly hold down your shift and click on the numbers. It will just be increasing it by 10. I don't really know how it does the counting. But when you keep changing the numbers, just keeps changing the flow. The next thing we are going to look at is new layer. Creating a new layer in Photoshop. You just Ctrl+Shift+N and you get a new layer. Just name it whatever you want to name it. Change the mode, change the opacity, whatever you want to do, and press OK. The new layer comes up. That is how you can quickly create a new layer in Photoshop. So let's delete the layer so it doesn't get involved with what we are doing. So the next one we are going to be looking at is how to use your hand tool. Very simple. So hand tool is just for moving your images around the screen. So you can just hold your shift and drag it like this. Now, if you want to have unlimited, let's say your screen is like this most of the times. Okay, now, yeah, it's working here. So you notice that your image is locked, cannot move around your screen if it's not fitting in, if it's not covering the screen just the way it is. 1 minute. If it's not covering the screen just the way it is, you notice that you cannot, okay, this is dragging around. I want to show you something quickly. So if you're having an issue where if you zoom out and you notice that your hand tool cannot move your images around your screen, all you need to do is just to press F and it will change the window. To change the window, you can be able to have unlimited pan around your screen. After you are done doing that, you can equally press F and it goes back to the original state. So the next thing we're going to be looking at is your healing brush tool. Very simple. To go into your healing brush tool, just press your J, and it's going to switch into it. Remember, you can hold your shift to change the tools inside group as well. Thank you very much for watching this amazing video. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not done so, and ring the bell to get notified every single time we drop a new video. Please learn the procedure. See you next time.